In today's episode, I talk about 4 apps that are going to fuel your workout life. It's going to be easy, no more wandering around the gym, trying to figure out what body muscle group you want to work. And they're free. Some are free, some are cheap. We all love cheap. So let's dive in and find out which apps are going to meet you where you're at. Hello, beautiful souls. I'm Angela.
And I'm Claire, your companions on the journey to a successful and vibrant life.
We are here to debunk those media health myths and break through mental blocks that we all face.
Let's fuel your life with nourishing conversations to a healthier you.
Hey, Claire. Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
Good. It is, another day, right? Another day to tackle the world.
I love that.
And
yes.
podcasts.
I love it. What's new and exciting in the world of Ange?
Well, I know a few episodes ago, I just talked about how I was, some shifts were coming, and
I know it was a cliffhanger.
I know.
I've been over here wondering what it was.
I know I should at least send you a text, but yeah, so as I, came off of managing the store and overlapping with, hair as I built that back into full swing come January, I just decided, what am I going to do to restore myself? And I have chosen at this time to take a month off from Run Club. And that just really means physically not running and going to 2 nights in a row, and volleyball picked back up on Wednesday nights, which, because of where the game times are, it's like I could run and then go play volleyball, but it's a lot. And I just needed a physical restore and reset, and paired with just mentally a reset. And when I say this, it's truly not, I'll just say it, but when you're leading a group, a community, you're giving so much to them. You're meeting them where they're at, you're running where they're at. And so a lot of that community is not for yourself. And that's okay, because that's why we do things for community. It's not for me. It's for me to help build a community, to give back. And so through also leading the Gilbert Half Marathon, that was a 3rd day of the week of me generating an energy for community connection. How can I help you? What goals do you want to get to? And I began to see Ange go away. And we, with that podcast that I did 2 episodes ago, was just like, don't forget about me, because giving is so amazing and it gives back naturally to you. But there is an energy that gets depleted when you're constantly giving, and we can all attest to that, no matter what area of life it is. So with a lot of internal tug of war, and I feel empowered to also say it's okay to take a break. The show will go on, the runs will go on, the community continues. And it's just going to look a little different for me. And it's an opportunity where I'm connecting with friends. I'm doing pickleball with my dad when he gets back in town from his vacation with my mom, and I'm connecting with my mom, and I'm hiking, making hike plans with friends. I'm connecting with my Chicago friend to practice volleyball today and kind of work on some of my skills. And so I'm still being active and I'm still moving. As we all know, Ange always moves, but it's just a reset and restore. And I think it's important to embrace change, embrace seasons for things to be where they are at. And I'm actually settling into it a lot better this week. I think the build up to communicate to the 4 other leaders what it's going to look like was weighing on me too, because I don't ever want to let someone down. I don't want to disappoint the runners. Like, I don't want to disappoint the social media postings, or like being able to capture more photos, because it's kind of my jam when I'm leading and a part of the run club, and those aren't going to be shown in the weekly posts, but it's okay. Like, it's okay. People, that isn't pending whether people show up or not. And so kind of just letting go of some of that internal dialogue that, I never, no one wants to let people down, but in the end, I'm letting myself down because I'm not taking care of myself. So that is what the cliffhanger was from a couple episodes ago. And I'm not putting a lot of pressure on a date. It's not like there's one on the calendar that says this date, I'm going back. It's just when I feel restored, and I gave myself permission for 30 days, but maybe I'll feel better before then. I don't know. Taking that pressure off, because it's just not a thing I want to add to it as I am stepping into just restoring. So
I'm so proud of you. You're really practicing what we preach. That's something that we talked about, is it can be really hard to say no to something and say yes to yourself at the same time, because of that fear of disappointing others. I'm sure we all have different things in our lives right now that we might be doing every week or every month or whatever it is that we're not 100% there for, but it doesn't mean that we don't love it, but it's just good to take a break, like how we take a break in between seasons on the podcast. I think that's necessary too, to reset between seasons, get more inspired of new topics that we want to come in for the next season, and taking that break, I feel like helps us come back even better in the new season. And you had that idea, and I'm so grateful for that we do that as well. So I'm so proud of you. That's exciting, because the drives and like the drive time and everything, I'm sure that just frees up so much time to just really focus on you. So,
and what's been the most frustrating for me, as you spoke on time, is it used to be 37 minutes to get there. But with the influx of traffic and people back, hybriding into their work world, it now takes 50 minutes. And so of course on the way home it's a breeze, because it's like 8 something at night. But I feel like I'm in the car longer than I am actually in the mode of riot in Scottsdale. So worth it, worth that drive, worth the community and connection and the friendships that I've made up there. And, but as I've mentioned in another episode of our kickoff of the New Year's, you can't get time back. So absolutely. I've gained time because of this break. And time shifts, right? It can evolve and look different, and we fill our gaps with different things, and then that we say goodbye to something, and it opens up more space for us to just be in the moment, be present, and not fill it with something else. So for me, I'm filling it with fun and other activities and connection. And so anyways, but speaking of activities and connections, today's episode is on active apps, whether we want to call them workout apps or active apps. There are 4 of them that I use fairly regularly or have used a lot in past, that meet me where I'm at in any season, which means they're going to meet you where you're at in any season. And so I thought, why not? Why not talk about the apps and and, get people either connected with them or feel comfortable navigating them too. So, Claire, do you lean into apps for your stuff, or are you just kind of in gym season right now?
So I am in gym season, but I actually do utilize apps. So well, I know Lifetime does have an app. I'm not using that one currently. But so there's an app called Trainerize, which I've used in the past for all of my clients, and I currently use it for a lot of my patients. I set up their workout plans, whether it's at home or at the gym, whatever it is. And then I actually set them up for myself and a lot of my colleagues. So it's kind of fun. I will make these workout plans, and it really just gives me a direction at the gym, which I really appreciate. So it allows me to track my sets, my how much weight that I'm doing for each one. And then at the end of the workout, it'll say, oh, you went up this percentage in this and things like that. So it just kind of removes the barrier. So I would say if anyone listening does need really personalized guidance, I know, Ange, you said that you're open to making workout plans. So I think it would be really cool if anyone does want really personalized things, even outside of some of these apps that can really just give you direction. It could be at home, it could be at the gym, whatever it is. You can make really clear phased workouts and personalized to your specific goals. That's my favorite part of it is I always ask patients, how long do you want the workout? How much time are you willing to commit to it? How many days a week? And what are your primary goals and focuses? Maybe people have like stomach fat they want to trim down, or, hey, I need more strength in my legs. I can really just customize the workout for exactly what they need in that time, and then just readjust as time goes on every 4 to 6 weeks. And we're always checking in. Okay, is there anything that hurts? Because I'm not there in person. Is there anything that hurts? What can you not do? What's too easy? Always adjusting it and really just making it personalized, which I think is so fun and cool. And I love doing it for myself and starting the workout and having a direction. It just, like I talked about in the last episode, is setting your environment up for success. That's one thing that helps me go in there with a plan and, okay, these are the machines I'm going to hit. This is the order I'm going to do it. So that's been my experience with that. There's another app that one of my girlfriends swears by and has recommended it to some of our patients as well. It's called Down Dog. And that one's really cool. It has a ton of yoga, but then it also has other workouts, and you get to pick the time and you get to really customize it for what you want. So you can say like, okay, I want more cardio focus, or I want a mix of strength and cardio, and these are the muscles. And you can just put all of that in, and then it creates something, and you can follow along to someone doing it in real time. So I think that's really cool too.
Yeah. I mean, they're out there and we just have to find them. And so I have found four for you. And the current one I'm favoring right now is the Peloton app. So this is different than if you were to have the bike or the treadmill or the rower that they provide, and you're doing it only those that's the intention is. But the app itself is just a download. It's I think $14 a month. And you can pick anything from just body strength training, or you can have, strength training with dumbbells. You can have mobility, yoga, meditation, stretching. They even have Pilates. And you can also hop on any bike to do, or treadmill, and pick from those workouts. So you don't need a Peloton machine to get the job done. I lean into this app about 3 to 4 times a week, and I pick how much time I want to work out for, and which type of workout. Do keep in mind, because yesterday I picked a stretch one and it was in German. So I just went with it. I was like, I'm going to just keep doing it. I'm not going to get out of it. It was 10 minutes of stretching, because you can watch them. You can join them live, or you can just pick one that's already been posted into the app. So I just kept going with it, and I still cannot speak any German, but it is an option.
It doesn't teach you the other languages.
No, it's only a workout. So
okay.
But yeah, I mean, that's what I love. And then, like I said, you can pick your class time anywhere from 5 minutes to 60. Or sometimes I'm like, okay, I want to do core and a strength. So I'll pick a 10-minute core workout with a 20-minute strength. And now I've got 30 minutes. So that's a great one. And
Very cool. I they have 5 minutes.
Yeah. Well, that's like meditation. There'll be like 5-minute meditation. So that's where your 5 minutes are you'll find that in your stretch or meditation. So
okay. I always tell my patients, especially starting off with something new, set the goal embarrassingly low, because then you can't fail. Once it's something where it's like, oh, I could do 5 minutes a day, where can we find that 5 minutes, and then start with that. So like, even if it's just starting the habit off. So even if you did stretch for 5 minutes every single day for 30 days, okay, maybe now you're ready to make that 10 minutes and then add in something new, add in a 10-minute strength or something like that. So I love that.
And then the fitness app that comes with the Apple, and of course I apologize for any of you non-Apple users because I don't know which app belongs on there, but I use the fitness app to track just my steps. I can set them in there. That's free. I can see calories burned in my activity because it tracks when I start a workout. But if you want to utilize the 12 different workout options they offer, it's $9.99 a month. So you can pay for an actual one, very much like the Peloton, where you can pick a different workout you want to do, the minutes, the same thing there. They have theirs up to 45 minutes, different options. So those two are very similar. And it just depends on which one you want to do. And if it, and I know there's a deal with both the Peloton and the fitness app. If you purchase the year at whole, you get quite a bit of a savings. So it can even shave off that, but it's great. And you get little medals or, rewards that it'll pop up. And so it was like, you've done 1,000 minutes of working out, or, or you just PR'd a run something, or, you get little badges. So it's fun. And like, we all want to feel a cheerleader at times. So the app does offer that.
I love.
Go ahead.
I love with Apple too. I highly recommend getting an Apple Watch. You can always get a secondhand one on OfferUp or something for like $65. I highly recommend something that you can wear and track, because it motivates me so much. I actually compete with some friends. So then I get notifications when they complete a workout, and then they get notifications when I complete workouts. So it's kind of a fun, just conversation thing, even like when I'm talking with people, like, oh, I saw you did like this workout and you kicked butt, or you can actually congratulate your friends on it, different things like that. But a big motivator for me is it has a stand ring, an exercise minutes ring, and a move ring. And this connects directly with the fitness app on Apple. So then it all goes in one place. So if you don't have your phone on you, it might miss some steps, but if you have the watch, then it'll pick up on all of those. So it's really cool how it motivates me, like, oh, I'm only like 10 exercise minutes away. I can whip out a 10-minute workout, or I'm only 50 calories away from closing my mood ring or move ring, and it might be the end of the day. So it kind of motivates me to just see, like, what can I do more to close those out, and I can always adjust it to make the goals a little bit higher. So I'm constantly pushing myself. So highly recommend a kind of wearable device that can actually connect, because I know that the Apple Watch also connects to a lot of these different apps.
Yep, absolutely. And speaking of that, Strava is another one. It's free. And what that one does is it pushes your current workout that you're doing with whatever tracking whether it's the Peloton, the Apple Fitness, or you have something else that you're tracking your workout, you can push that into Strava. And within Strava, you kind of find friends, and it's much like Instagram, where you can scroll and see someone just did like a mountain bike, and then it shows like the map, whatever they want to post a photo, and you can like give them kudos, and it becomes this other community that your workout gets to be pushed into there, and you have to sync it, but you can also find run groups. So on there, you would find Riot. You can find hike groups. You can find mountain bike groups. Like you can go on there and search. And even like Lululemon they have a group, and they'll post workouts or different things like that. So you can have a meetup. So it's a great opportunity to find someone in your type of activity community and just kind of feed off of that, or maybe you join them. So it's a great one to connect with people for what you're interested in.
I love that one for hikes, because you can see like how quickly other people have done the mountain, and then you can kind of set goals with that, and then you can go back and see every single one that you've done and how long it took you. So then when you go back to that mountain too, you're like, oh, okay,
progress.
It took me this much time last time. Let's cut that down by 5, like whatever you want to do, and set goals. And also just to know, oh, okay, this is how much it's going to take me. It's kind of cool in that way. And then see what your friends have done as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the last one that I have picked is the Nike running app. It's free. So you can pick your distance, and it will set and if you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, it can set a running plan accordingly. And I use that a lot back in my half marathon days. And it's neat because if you do sync it to, I think it was Facebook at the time. And again, I've been removed from utilizing it for a long time. But it would say, Ange just started a run. And then if someone liked that post on Facebook, I would hear cheers, like, woo.
Aww.
So you would get, that's how it's synced. And so of course any type of things like, wow, someone just liked my run, and you finish and you get to go see who it was. And and even for a half marathon. So I started it for that, and I would get cheers along the way for those 2.5 hours. And it's just fun. And it's great. Again, it gives you so many options and hitting goals, for training, or you just want to go out for a run and there's no bigger goal with it. There's options for like, hey, I just want to go run a 5K, or I want to, it'll just pair with whatever your route is. It tracks it. You can do a treadmill or an outside run. So again, that one's free, and we all like free or
we
cheap.
all love free or cheap. Yes. And I even like Peloton, $14 a month. Like if you think in the grand scheme of things, it might sound like a lot just because people love free apps, but in the grand scheme of things, that's not that much, and they might even have a trial.
Classes. Yeah. And I mean, essentially you're taking a class. I mean, any drop-in class is going to be $35 if you're going to a local, yoga studio or a circuit training type gym. But what I love about their strength training is you just need dumbbells. That's it. That's all you need. So you can you could have a medium set and a heavier set for you, and that's it. And you can get your workouts in. And so the cost is really minimal, and you can do those workouts anywhere. You can take, as we take our phones everywhere, so you can take your workout wherever. And even if you're in the gym, you could find a corner in the gym and, with your dumbbells and rock it out. So
there you go. I like
a lot of options here.
Oh, this was awesome. Gives a lot of ideas of different apps to use. I forget that they are out there and that they exist, but it's so good to like have a direction, have like something, a plan of what you're going to do. And it takes away a lot of that, like kind of scared, like, or fear with getting into working out, just having this ability to just pop something on, and even if it's at home. So yeah, I love it.
And like we mentioned early in the episodes, I actually love creating workouts. I think it's fun. I have collected a lot of equipment in my garage gym, like kettlebells and bands, but I'll just stand there and I'll look around and think of, okay, I want to use a kettlebell, I want to use this Bosu ball, and I want to use some dumbbells. And then I have my equipment of choice, and then I build a workout off of that. So it comes natural to me. It's easy. I find it fun, or I'll like scroll and be like, whoa, I want to try that movement, and I'll see someone doing a workout on Instagram and I'll incorporate that. So I did that for a long time, probably 3 years. I just continued to build my workouts. And finally I was like, I want someone to build my workout.
Yes.
and I've just enjoyed putting on my shoes in the garage. That's how I show up, and I get to just be told what to do. And they give you examples, they walk you through it, so you know what movement it's going to look like, and then they kick it off. So no need to be intimidated or scared by the app. It's so user-friendly. And again, it meets you right where you're at.
I love that. That's what we all need. Well, this is awesome. And what's your action from today?
Mine is to maybe explore pushing more into Strava, because I do enjoy being in that space and seeing other people, because I'm motivated by them. It's lower on the totem pole of apps that I use. But it is fun to connect, and just be like, oh my gosh, I want to do that mountain, kind of like we talked about, and seeing other things out there locally that people are doing. And it's just good. Clarification time.
I like that has a ring to it.
I know. I'm like, we need a jingle.
Time for the clarification. I love it. So my clarification is that you should not be intimidated, and don't feel like you need to create your own workouts, go to the gym and have no idea what you're doing. There's so many different places where you can get guidance, and there's so many more apps than just this that you could look into. If there's something specific that you're thinking or you don't even know, just look online and just utilize your resources. And that's all my clarification is just there's more out there than you realize that is there to support you. And like I said, Anne just here to support you. If you want something that's really personalized for you, she could put something together for you. So
yeah,
this was awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Claire, for your add to this. I mean, we both love being active, and so anything to try out, test, to make our world a little bit easier and more exciting, then we're on it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for all this insight, and we're gonna have to add each other on Strava after this.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go find you.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Have a great Monday.